So we see that the fox, or this foxconn or menage energy, could be in reverse. This could be that these people are going to have to pay for their sins. It's atonement for the sins of these people under judgment, of mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sacrificing or abusing children, and then thinking that these people are going to be respected as world leaders, stealing the essence of their own children in order to extend their lives, things like this. The bad elders that they talk about in the Bible, because they talk about them too, right? And some of these families or some of these people, that's not your real family. They kidnapped you. That's why they playing around trying to change people's identity and change their information. So I was up in my house looking around for my charger. I can't find my charger. I know that y'all use one of these people up in this house remote viewing or something like this to hide my damn charger, so I can't do no videos today. It's kind of hard for me to find one of those USB that you want to pay. Like, I don't want to pay no arm and a leg for no damn charger. But for some reason, my charger was this on the table. I looked around the whole house. I can't find it. Okay. This could also be this little, with this little John energy. This could be like the younger version of my Uncle John. This could also be whoever these people is, I'm telling you. Lil John energy. These people that been, doing this shit for a long time. The transfer or the trafficking or cartel energy. They're just the runners. Okay. What he say? So fresh, so clean, on my way to Charlene. These are just flying monkeys. A lot of these rappers are just flying monkeys for some of these big names or something, or some of these big wigs. So, yeah, we're just going to do a reading on this, because I feel like we're dealing with the children that needed a voice, or the children like me that needed a voice, but I could kind of still know how to channel my energy when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But, in families where some of these people know that these adults don't deserve no kind of respect or something like this, and then they don't stand up for themselves, because that's you got your only one self. Now, some people could be afflicted a little bit differently. Like I told you, like if I seen somebody getting a spanking, or I was getting a spanking, and I knew that it was like rightfully so, like, okay, you about to get a spanking or whatever like this. I spanked my children when they was younger. I didn't beat my children, but I spanked them when they were little, up until the age of like 6 or 7 or something like this. But I stopped the cycle, okay? Of being old or whatever, and being, spanked or hit or, smacked or something like this. But it seems like we're dealing with, most of these people have dealt with some kind of severe, especially in the industry. That's why they got to be taking out this whole thing. These people, these particular people that's wicked that we talking about like this in the industry, this might be also why something is not being built up again. They don't care. They could be taking the shit that's stock for these children or whatever and just collecting it all so they can be these wealthy families or these elite families, taking it from the daughter of God, saying that it's peace when it's really war. And then when you say war, okay, like I told y'all back in the day with the Indians, they used to kidnap the children, take them at like the age of 7, take them off to like a different country, and then they would teach them something about how to come back to the village. And then those same children didn't know where they came from when they was adults, and they would come back, and those would be the children that would take out the elders or kill the elders. Their grandfathers. It was one of those stories. I can't remember what Indian this was, but he came back and killed his grandfather out the village or whatever. So spiritually and realistically, we could be dealing with something like this, whether it's actually people killing people, or, stealing from them, or making them not be able to be existing, because we have technology now. So you can't face a man like a man. You can ruin somebody's life with weapons of mass destruction, which are some of these people that are programmed as weaponized human beings that are able to do things, collect data on you, set you up for a crime or something like this. That's what I think. If you don't bow down to these people, but the fact that you coming to me and you want me to bow down to you, you need something from me. I don't need nothing from you, because I wasn't even thinking about you. And you want to come over here and force me to what? It's not that serious for me. You understand? I'd rather keep my dignity. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody trying to bully you with with social media or bully you with technology or electronics or something like this to disturb your peace. You need something from me. I don't need nothing from you. And if I do need something from you, it's something that you stole from me. Like my identity. You try to take my spirit or my soul or my identity. See, because that drop down, get your ego on, that's about these people dropping down from some kind of status or something, and they know that they have to keep a certain status between you and them, or else they're going to just become one of us. You get what I'm saying? So this is how they're able to build up some type of, I don't know, it seems like it's like some kind of gap or something like this. But we know that there's parents and there's grandparents or something like this that you couldn't even, say somebody's like a drunk, um alcoholic dope fiend, walking around town. They don't have no response. They didn't take care of none of their children. When they had money, they wasn't paying their child support. They wouldn't take care of their children. Their children was always somewhere else. And these are the people that got the nerves to say, girl, don't talk to me like that. I'll smack you across your face, and you better listen to me, and you better not say nothing. And then and these people say, yes, ma'am, or whatever. That ain't what this is. Okay. That ain't what this is. I could be disgusted by you. You could be. I told you, some of these some of these families that you in, they could or could not be your family in the first place. These could be people that kidnapped you and stole everything from you, including your identity. So, that's not this over here. I was raised by God, in the hand of God. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not this over here. I know right from wrong. You see what I'm saying? If I know that this uncle, I didn't see him rape several of my cousins and stuff like this or whatever, you don't get that respect from me. The family members that covered this man, you don't get that respect from me. If these are mothers that sat there and watched their children being majorly abused, you don't get that respect from me. You don't. I worked hard on myself to break a lot of these things I see in the so-called black community. And these are the people that want to gear your anger towards me. You gearing your anger towards the wrong one. The wrong ones. I feel like the nerve of this, because some of these people made it out really good. And then they bought their parents' houses and took really good care of them and everything like this. And, you forgot about all that or something. And some of these people still got the nerves to be like in their children's face, bossing them around, harming them, taking shit from them. It's some type of abuse that I was reading about, where parents dangle something really nice in front of you, and then out of abusive measures, they will slowly try to take those things away from you. Well, you wasn't there when I created my children and I was taking care of my children. I had my children all the time. So you don't have the right to come in my house and manipulate my energy or whatever this is. I was broke off already. Now, I was still going to family functions and things like this, and I didn't have no animosity towards my family. I felt still a part of the family enough. You know what I'm saying? But no, my children wasn't raised all up on my family like I was or something like this. And a lot of this stuff is not physical memories that you can remember. These are things that was happening to you in the dark or the behind the scenes or the background. Okay. So I was thinking about this Mommy Watson energy. I'm wondering if this is like a Rebe, Janet, or, something like this, not a Latoya. Okay. Cause I see these other people, I see them in other people, but I'm wondering if this Mommy Watson energy is like a Rebe to somebody. Like this coming out energy right now. If I was coming out as the Janet, that's the shining star, and this Rebe energy was always in the background doing this. Or I picked up an image of the Jackson sisters, but these were all different names. So this could have been another group from another family or something in that family. But there's too many correlations or resemblances in my family when it comes to So I got that song. The Symphony of Brotherhood, and it starts off with somebody just called, and it starts off with Martin Luther King. I don't respect these people at all. I don't respect the produce of the children that they use to abuse me with technology from behind the scenes. I don't respect the people that they let steal my destiny and steal things and block things from me because they place these people in these things because they all hated me. I don't respect none of these people no more. You're not getting anything else. These people are going to be dragged into the pits of hell, burning. This is not your turn. That's why I'm saying y'all all in the background. I know secret, taverns and shit like this, discussing this stuff. I don't respect any of these people. It doesn't matter if I don't get anything that's for me. It's for me. You a thief. If they trying to rally together to block me from getting what belongs to me, you push me to the edge, and now all you motherfuckers is dead. It's just, this is the, I'm hearing that this is the circle of life. This is the way that this goes. Them trying to stop somebody or block somebody didn't do nothing but extend something for someone. You see what I'm saying? So some of these people in your community you grew up around, your parents and stuff like this, or the people that left the Truman Show, you know, I told you, I think these are the people that when these people got really famous and they was going to be taking pictures and stuff, they was replacing these family members that grew out of their cuteness or grew, they maybe wasn't as attractive or something like this. And I think that these people could be trying to get at me because the real them ain't even the ones that's being seen as famous right now. The real them is behind the scenes doing this type of abuse, calling themselves ancestors out of jealousy, stealing from those of us that might be pretty or beautiful, or we still got our beauty, or you know, how you this old and you look like that, or you had a decent family or something. These are people these are like chaos agents is what I'm gonna call them. And some of them already have money to be able to do this or whatever, and they got more money after trying to ruin you. So somebody did do something. Somebody took that knife out of my house after my fingerprints was on it, and they'd stabbed somebody or they did something with that knife. They left it at a crime scene. They did something with that knife to try to get me in some type of, and that's why I said this shit is disrespectful as hell, because these people are scary, because this is not nothing about to take you to trial for and let you show up in court unless I told you that they are kidnapping us or trafficking us. This is what the cartel is all about, to drug us, take us to torture chambers, and then have us like say whatever they want to say or program us to say what these people want us to say so that we can win cases, and then they can use us and steal the money. It's a weird ass, it's something that they're doing here. Okay. There could be a Princess of Pentacles in the reverse here. All right. Somebody's like, oh, something like gold, because my daughter was like, oh yeah, you know, I guess Yanni's going to grandma's house with, and I'm like, that's strange. They never do that or whatever. And that's why I say, if these people is doing something, there's good and bad. Some of these people are moving people out the way so that they don't get harmed, or moving people out of the way for whatever reason. And some of these people are programmed to take children, like, oh, I'm taking the girls to the park today. They're not taking them to the park or something. They taking them for some kind of ritual, some kind of abuse or something like this, some kind of reprogramming. They're swapping them out. Because say somebody was here to try to figure out who's the real child's parents or something like this. Somebody was scared because the child going to get probed. It would tell who is the real parent of the child. So they be hiding these children at facilities, right? They be hiding them at facilities, and then when the investigation, that part of the investigation is over, they will go and swap out that child and bring the other child back. So, so the fact that I was like, well, why you not going with? Or I asked my youngest daughter go with, you know, but I hope that if they're going to do something, I hope that shit is recorded, and I hope these people don't participate in what these people do in the dark or behind the scenes, and they all expose them. Because I said, these people got the cameras on the wrong people. You still waiting for somebody, you going to be waiting forever. You waiting for me to do some shit like this. So you got the cameras on the wrong person. Everything is backwards. And they think they winning. But we got the Princess of Coins. Also, like I was saying, oh, I noticed that when I was leaving, right, somebody was running down the, because there's always people walking in that neighborhood. And the neighbor was outside. I call her Mary Elizabeth, because I don't know if Elizabeth was like a regular person, that's who she would remind me of, my neighbor Mary. And so this guy was running past or whatever. And remember I said the spear is for you. So somebody could have been doing something the past 3 days or whatever, because these people is clicked up on another level. And he was like, oh, a woman of your word or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, or something. Because I feel like somebody want me around. Somebody is spiritually tied to somebody that wants me around. But I'm not going to stay around this bullshit. That's why I said the sword is in my hand now. You see what I'm saying? I'm not about to be listening to, this is, like I said, about the dead. I'm not about to be listening to these people that passed away already. This is no disrespect. But this is some real shit right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this life right here. If somebody already passed away, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to listen to you know what I'm saying? The ancestors ain't here to try to bully you to tell about what happened to them. They're supposed to be supporting you to get you to a certain level of heights so that you can help the whole family or something else, or your community, your village, your kingdom, or whatever this is. You know, it's something that's twisted around here. But we got a Princess of Pentacles in the reverse here. Okay, a Princess of Coins. And then we got the Two of Wands here. Okay, Something could be being blocked. Somebody could have tried to do something to somebody here with this hedgehog energy, just minding its own business. They don't get their thing prickly unless they feel like they in danger. So somebody could have tried to do something to somebody that's just innocent. This could be also them trying to get you like in some type of imprisonment, because a lot of people, these people that do these famous crimes, they don't put them in jail. They be putting them like in the back room at the IHOP. You know what I'm saying? Working and shit like this. They making them do like these particular type of jobs. They're not putting these people in real jail, and they're still out there doing fucking crimes. All right, but what they're trying to do is stop those of us that should have this type of detail or protection, and we have secret helpers around us. They're trying to stop those people and move them out so that it make it easier for them to kill us. So if the president at that level is doing this, and somebody is a presidential empress, if you doing that at that level, then you better make sure you watching your back. If they doing that to me at this level, then what they doing to the president at that level? Okay, I wish this little fucking girl stopped calling me. So what are they gonna do to this person at this level? Y'all, my phone charger is missing, so we ain't even gonna be able to get that many videos. I charged up my battery pack, but my cord is missing, so I don't know. I mean, I guess when it's, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just go get the damn thing right now. I'm gonna have to go to some store. I don't even know where you get a charger for this phone, but they don't have them at the Dollar Tree. I wish that they did. This is like the USB, the fatter cord or whatever, the fatter USB for the Samsung whatever this thing is. Okay. So, like I said, these people don't deserve the respect of the children. But I noticed that we're not dealing with these children that have healed. The children are also trying to bully somebody, or now they're doing the harmful things that these people used to do to them, because hurt people. And so they mad. You want to still hold on to your mama, but a lot of these mothers and stuff like this and these fathers are the ones that holding these curses up over some of these people's head. Okay. We got the death here. There could be an ending to something. You know, everybody got to be held accountable at some point in time. I'm telling you, some of these people these people's energies being here too long. This is like Rachel, Methuselah, all these other women that were supposed to be dying in this age in order for us to live. And these people is holding on to them for dear life, trying to figure out how they can bring them back in young bodies and give them an extra time or something. I say no. I say that this is foreign. That's foreign nature. And I feel like these people, a lot of these people are people that are foreign. That's how they're doubling up here, okay, in order to overpower the American Indians in our own fucking land. So this is not me perishing in the corner of our land. Maybe that's what they felt like or something like this, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? The Negro, because the Negro is a different breed, okay? Motherfucker, I will bring back the paper bag test, bitch. I'm not playing with you. This could be why somebody is trying to make, my daughter is looking a lot darker, but she is in a sport now. And I noticed that I was looking a little bit darker. Excuse me. Y'all was thinking that this is prejudice to get a certain race of people. No, this is about the Great War. These are all the little intricate things that they made us feel bad, or they made Americans feel bad at some point in time. But I know that they wasn't going out there targeting every single person with dark skin. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was just a precursor to be able to go for those particular people that was not from here, that was harming those people. They're not human, or they're not the same type of thing that we are. You understand what I'm saying? Or something like this, but they wanted to make you see, oh, look what they did to black people. No, those, I'm telling you, these things is something else. Some of these things was something else. Even with Hitler, some of them things, that was something else. It was a cancer, or it was something that was killing humanity. So a lot of people got marked the villain. But I feel like if these people were in the background all this time, they could be the villains now. And they don't want to hear, they didn't fail off into that course of things, and they don't want to hear you telling them about it. Or they don't want to hear Jesus or me telling them about it. Or they don't want to hear nobody telling them about it. Because what? Nazis, but that Nazi symbol was in America long before Hitler. But you think about Germans, this is like, Germany could be like a Lord energy, because, you know, whatever they're trying to create in those fucking petri dishes, or whatever they're creating with science, it's like somebody loves that more than what they was there to protect back then when it comes to an Aryan race. Because if you look at the Aryan race, it's not always about, like, you know, the white boys with the little things or whatever like this. the Aryan race was about a pure-blooded race or keeping a certain race or something safe or alive here. But it's been deteriorating over time is what I was hearing. It's like the purest breeds or something like this is what they were dealing with in those camps and shit underground. Now, the Lord God energy, remember Genesis 1, God went to sleep and the Lord God came and started creating. So this means that somebody, and he took from whatever was God already. This motherfucker about to piss. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. And so people be trying to make it like, I forgot where we was at because they keep on bugging me. Shit. Um, they trying to make it seem like some of us are cold or something, but while they thinking they know, we might be in a sense of knowing that's higher than these people. And everything that's around somebody is already contaminated or some shit like this. There's nothing to save. And people want to say, oh, why you being cold or you being mean or this? There's nothing here. You could look at the people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's really the other way around. You can look at the people. There's nothing left of some of these people. They're all control. They're all like big remote controls where something else is controlling these people. In some of these particular families that could be, you could feel like you going through these particular types of attacks. Somebody's recreating these jobs. Who are you creating them for? Because in a minute you're gonna have to speak Spanish in order to work somewhere. So who you recruit? Who are you creating them for? You know, that's why I say they be like, all is fair. So you can come in my house, you can drug me, you can rape me, you can send little boys in to, you can drug me, send little boys in to drink from my cup or lick on my kitty cat and take pictures and act like I'm a pedophile, that I don't even know that you did this. You see what I'm saying? I'm just picking it up on my intel that this is how gross these people is to try to get you into something. If they sit around you long enough and you don't do nothing wrong, they're going to drug you and they're going to take you somewhere and they're going to force you to do something, or they're going to do something with a child doing something to you. And they're going to take pictures of it. And they're going to say that you're guilty of this, but you're not going to go to court for it. You just going to wonder why stuff ain't working out in your life because these people think they want to play God. This is why, and I'm telling you, the only reason why these people is being disrespectful and not deporting these people, these men have a weakness for some of these women and some of these little girls that they've been dealing with since they was a children or something like this. It's shit like this that's awful. It's disgusting. You know, your nation is at stake and this is what the fuck you doing. That's why I said these men have to go too. You have to go. You have to go. The day you think you picking another bitch or another nation over America and give that motherfucker some power here in this nation over me, you both gotta go. I hope you don't make it back over and on no shit or whatever the fuck you trying to do. Hold on, y'all. I'ma just, hold on, damn it.